Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Nisha for those who are tuning in for the first time. And for those who already been here, you already know what's up, what it do, baby boos. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all see the title. I haven't did one of these in a really long time. So let me just briefly go ahead and reintroduce this back to the channel just in case you are tuning in for the first time. This was my ideal of picking out palettes that I had planned on using for that month, because little do y'all know, if you're new, I have a big eyeshadow palette collection. I want to say I have over 400 eyeshadows. Yes, y'all heard me, 400 eyeshadow palettes. So this is my way to make sure that I'm not neglecting any of my eyeshadow palettes. I'm playing with my makeup and not just ordering it. So this is my way of making sure that I use my eyeshadow palette. So you guys will have to stay tuned for my weekly shop my stash and see what I actually stick to, what I switch up or anything like that. But these are the eyeshadow palettes that I was eyeing in my collection that I feel like I want to get a chance to play for the month of January. So let's go ahead and showcase those palettes. There's a couple of new palettes that I haven't used that's going to be in this collection, and then there's a couple of some classic old ones that I feel like a couple of you guys might have in your collection. So stay tuned, because I'm bringing tutorials, and that's the whole point of why I really like to do this, because not only am I using my eyeshadow palettes, but if you're someone like me, you don't have to have 400 eyeshadow palettes like me, but maybe you have about to get like 20 and 30, 40, 50, whatever, and you're not using all of your eyeshadow palettes. This is going to help you guys as well to get some inspiration for certain palettes that we share together, or just ideals of just an actual makeup look. So yeah, I hope this helps you guys out. So the first palette, we have the Beauty Bay. This is the smoky palette. This is the grays, the blacks. I have not used this palette, so it's still considered new in my collection. I got this last year. Actually, I did do a look with this, because I'm looking at this eyeshadow. It has been used, so I did do a look with this. I don't know if it's up on my channel. Yeah, I know this year I was filming a lot of tutorials but was not uploading them. We're gonna do better for next year though. So 2025, I'm here, I'm coming for you, okay? So this is what this eyeshadow palette looks like. Next, I have one of my favorite palettes from Juvia's Place. This is the Culture. This is the Culture 1, because there's a number 2, but this is the number 1 edition, and very colorful eyeshadows in here. I have a few looks already up on my channel just in case you guys wanted some inspiration on me using this palette. Stay tuned, because I'm bringing more. But yes, I already have some already on my channel. So every brand that I'm mentioning, I pretty much have a playlist for every brand. So if you have Beauty Bay eyeshadows, I have a whole playlist for Beauty Bay, Juvia's Place, like all that. So if that helps you guys out, just check out my main page on my channel and just look at that, and I will try my best to link the playlist down at the bottom as well for the different brands I'm mentioning. Okay, next we have the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia. I think this is a classic. I haven't played with her in quite some time now, but definitely one of my favorite. I want to say this was like my favorite exclusive high-end eyeshadow palette. I think it was. It's either this one or my Too Faced chocolate palette, one of them. But this is when I was like, okay, I'm in there like swimwear, like I'm in here with the high-end prestige brands, yo. And this is definitely like one of my favorite Anastasia palettes. I feel like this one is soft glamour, like, well, the Jackie Hyde one is a good one too. I don't know. Okay, but Anastasia has a few of my favorite palettes I have in my collection. So yeah, so we're gonna do something with this one maybe. And I usually pick more than what I should pick, because like I said, this is just an idea on what I hope to use for the month. I know some days I'm not going to film every single day for the whole entire month. There might be some days or some weeks that I film maybe like 5 to 6, but just to give me like an idea on where to go. So this is going to be the Ace Beauty. This is the Flora palette. This is like one of my favorite yellow theme eyeshadow palettes. So I want to get some more looks out of using this eyeshadow palette. Then I have another classic that I feel like everyone has in their collection. This is the Too Faced Born This Way, the Natural Nudes collection. And this is what she looks like. I don't recall if I did any looks using this eyeshadow palette, but I love the layout of this eyeshadow palette. It's the long, short. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but the long is going to be matte and then the short ones are going to be right above. It's going to be metallic. So this is metallic, and it's supposed to fit the same theme as that matte shade. And I really feel like this palette was really thought out. So if you struggle with like creating like eyeshadow looks, don't know what shades to go with what, I feel like this palette, the way that it's laid out, is really helpful. And we're not just gonna be doing neutral looks, okay? Y'all know I've been in my neutral era. I think it's because of my age, but we're gonna do some color looks too. So if you like some colorful eyeshadow looks, I'm bringing those as well. So this is going to be something new that I've got in my collection. This was either my November or my December eyeshadow palette from my Lorella subscription box, and this is called Icy AF. I'm sorry, my light is like blinding you guys. So let me see if you guys can see it. There we go. All right, and then the inside is giving blue theme. I love this. Look at this eyeshadow palette. So cute, right? Yes, Lorella, if you haven't tried anything from this brand, first off, palettes are really inexpensive. The quality is amazing. And again, the price point, inexpensive. Yeah. So I have a new palette. This is from Clarity Cosmetics. This is their newest eyeshadow palette. This is the Region one. I cannot wait to get my hands onto this palette and start playing with these eyeshadows. This color story, I want to say the play out of this palette, the size of the eyeshadows, this is by far my favorite palette from Clarity Cosmetics. Like, they did a really good job with this one. Look at the color story. I love this palette. I feel like this is the only palette they have of this type of like placement of the sizes of the eyeshadows and this amount of eyeshadows. Like, I'm not really a big eyeshadow palette girl, but if you do it right. And I feel like they did it right. I love the size of these eyeshadows, the amount that's in here. Like, it's not too big. It's like the perfect size. Like, I cannot wait. I hope you guys got your hands on this one because, like I said, I know this is new and I'm just super excited for this brand. So yeah. All right, next I picked out the Ulta Cosmetics. This is the, I always figure what name this is. It's called Black Magic. Is this really the name of this? Oh, the Hillary palette. And this is what she looks like. We have my greens, my burgundies, you know, a little bit of splash of like neutral pinks in here. Really beautiful palette. You can play up with this eyeshadow palette a lot. Next, I have another Lorella eyeshadow palette. This is going to be the Sweetheart palette. I was kind of leaning towards like picking out some Valentine palettes as well to kind of do some like pre-filming looks for February. Probably like towards the end of January, you guys will start seeing like Valentine inspired looks. That's my game plan. We have the Beauty Bay. This is the Retro Love. I think this came out last year, Valentine's, if I'm not mistaken. I know this was a Valentine palette. I just don't remember what year this was released, but really pretty palette. Ooh, girl grabbing the hair and the palette. Next, we have a palette from Odin's Eye. This is called the Sea Talk palette. This was released, I want to say last year or the year before, and I still have yet to play this. So this has been in my collection for almost 2 years and I have not played with this, and this is what she looks like. It's a really pretty theme too. Like, I don't know why I haven't played with her, so I'm trying to. Yeah, this is a really pretty color story. I don't know why I haven't played with this. Like, I guess this is why I do this, because certain palettes in my collection, they do get overlooked, forgotten about, and yeah. So this is going to be the Sigma New Mod palette. This is a new eyeshadow palette in my collection. Oh, that was the brush. And this is what she looks like. I love the material of this. It just sucks because I know it's going to get extremely dirty once I start using it. But I love the color story theme. It's like your soft neutral eyeshadows with a splash of like soft neutral pinks in here, if that makes any sense. So it's a really pretty eyeshadow palette. And then the brush that I dropped, it came with a duo eyeshadow brush, like an eyeshadow one and then a blending one. I don't think I've ever used, yes I have, but I never used Sigma eyeshadow brushes. Yes I have. I actually ordered some that I need to put on rotation over here that I have not used yet. Is anyone keeping count how many palettes I pulled out? Because I obviously did not. I have a full-on box over here of me just grabbing palettes, and I was like, okay, once it got full I was like, okay, I think we're done. So I think I definitely pulled out more than I should, but like I said, y'all can leave y'all comments and be like, yeah, definitely want to see a a look using this palette and this palette, just let me know down in the comment section. All right, so moving along, we have the Glam Light. This is the wine palette. I love this eyeshadow palette. Like, this is like one of my favorite palettes from Glam Light, because little do y'all know, purples and pinks, oh my gosh, I love those shades on my complexion. So this palette right here has the perfect purple shades in here, so I get excited every time I get my hands on this palette. So I know for sure I'm gonna come back with a look with this one. Next, I have the Plan in Makeup by Yolanda. This was her, what palette is this one? This is the burgundy eyeshadow palette. It's like a all burgundy shades in here. I remember when she came out with these, she had so many shade ranges of them. I think she got like ding points because the price point of these was really expensive, but I still supported and sure it came through. And I think what she was explaining when she released these is that there's some dual chromes, like there's some expensive eyeshadow that's inside these palettes that had to be, you know, make some of the price point of these palettes a little bit more pricier, because all of the theme palettes were not the same price point. Like every palette was a different price because of what was put inside the palette. I understood it, like I get it, but a lot of people were critiquing her for this. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she eventually discontinued these palettes. So if you guys did not get your hands on them, I'm so sorry, but we're gonna do something with this red, okay? Because this has been in my collection for a while and I have not used her, so we're gonna do something. I'm thinking Valentine's, if y'all see the theme of what I'm going for, right? Okay. All right, next I have a palette from Blend Bunny. This is the Longing. Oh my gosh, I need to put this in a special spot. I can't even really show you guys. So when I first got this eyeshadow palette, this eyeshadow and this one was broken, and I call myself fixing it, but every time I open this, it's shattered. So I need to probably use this as soon as possible, because I feel like these two eyeshadows are going to be gone. So I'm going to put this in a special place to where it won't fall, hopefully. Alright, I'm going to show you guys a couple more and then we're going to wrap this up. So, like I said, just stay tuned for weekly Shop My Stash, because you guys will actually see more of an idea on what I'm going to be using for that week alone. So this right here is the Cosmic Brushes. This is the Winter Wonderland. This is a really beautiful blue eyeshadow palette. Like, I'm getting winter vibes when I see this, so I want to do something with this one. Next, I have the ColourPop. This is going to be the Naruto one. Let me show you guys what this one looks like. Really pretty. Then I have another ColourPop, because I feel like out of all my palettes, what brand I have the most of is ColourPop, Juvia's Place, and Morphe. So I feel like those brands, y'all are gonna faithfully see almost like every week of me doing a tutorial with those three brands, because I have so many palettes. And honestly, out of the three brands that I just mentioned, let me know which brand do I have the most eyeshadow palettes with, and I'll let you know if you're correct. I might do like a little cute little giveaway, because I think I have an actual palette to give away. So if you guess it correctly, I'll give away an eyeshadow palette. Okay, so this is going to be the ColourPop. This is the Wild Child eyeshadow palette. This was like one of my favorite neutral eyeshadows from ColourPop. Like, they come out with a lot of neutral eyeshadow palettes, but I think this one, for my brown girls, this right here was made for us. Like, the shade ranges, the tones, like the undertones of them are just perfect in this palette. Next, I have a new palette from a brand that's no longer with us. This is from Color Rain. I finally unboxed all my stuff. I'm thankful that everything was in there. I got a total of like 15 items. I want to say like 3 lipsticks. I got a foundation stick, and then the rest was eyeshadow palettes. So I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes from Color Rain now. It's just unfortunate on how I had to get it. With them going out of business, everything was like down to like $2. So I think this whole eyeshadow palette was $2. Yes, it's just so unfortunate, because I didn't even hear anything about this palette when it first came out. And when I seen it on the website, I was like, first of all, this is super cute. And then the color story of how this palette is laid out, it's like 4 palettes into one. Like, it's like a color story for each. Like, this was thought out so cute. So like, if I want to, again, if you have a hard time thinking of looks to do, this, the way that it's laid out, is perfect. So like you can do like a pink look, you can do a green look, you got your orange, and then you got your neutrals. Or if you want to just switch up and add, you can do a lot with this palette. I thought this was so freaking cute. So we're gonna be doing something with this palette. Next I have my Nomad palette. This is my little Safari eyeshadow palette, and this is what she looks like. Giving my neutral fall. Y'all gotta excuse my voice. I don't know why it keeps going in and out, but it keeps doing some trickery stuff. So yes, I'm gonna show you guys 2 more eyeshadow palettes, and then we're gonna wrap this video up. Okay, I lied. Maybe 4 more eyeshadow palettes. Okay, Juvia's Place, the Nubian Royal one. I love this eyeshadow palette. This is like my favorite purple theme palette from Juvia's Place. Like, this was like perfect. I wish they would come out with more eyeshadow palettes. I feel like Juvia's Place, they've been a little bit, you know, a little nighty night with the eyeshadow palettes. I'm like, we want more eyeshadows, Juvia, so please don't stop that. I definitely love Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, so I want them to continue, like, at least bring us something by the beginning of the year. We need an eyeshadow palette from you. All right, so this is the Nubian Earth from Juvia's Place. Again, beautiful color story, the payoff, everything, quality is amazing. All right, next I have the 18CT. This is the matte edition from Morphe. This is, again, kind of giving off the same things, and as I'm thinking about it, the same things as the Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette, except for this is only strictly just matte eyeshadow. So this is gonna be fun because I actually have an all matte look today. Didn't even plan on doing that, but it was just an all matte look. All right, and the last palette that I'm gonna show you guys, it's not even the last palette that I picked out, but I want to leave some surprises for my weekly Shop My Stash. So this is going to be the Rick and Marty palette from Glamlight. Y'all know we love Glamlight over here. That's another brand that I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes with. So this is this one. Really, really pretty, colorful eyeshadow palette. Really pretty, colorful eyeshadow palette. I have not used this eyeshadow palette yet, and I've been having this in my collection for some good amount of months now, and I think it's time that we do something with this one. So yeah, I have so many other eyeshadow palettes that I didn't even show you guys, so y'all just be on the lookout because I still feel like I picked out some good amount of palettes that y'all didn't see right here that is definitely worth me playing with. So just stay tuned. I will do Shop My Stash. How I plan on doing Shop My Stash, it should be dropped every single Sunday. So every Sunday I will give you like a weekly refresh on what I plan on using for that week. Not just only my eyeshadow palettes, but maybe like my foundation, my primers and stuff like that. And this is another way I like to utilize the rest of my makeup collection. So if you guys want to see more videos like that, make sure you guys first off is subscribe. It's free 99 to support your girl over here. And make sure your notification bell is clicked because I don't have a set time on when I upload. I'll just upload whenever I have a chance to upload. I'm a mom of 4, so my schedule is very tight, very busy, so I get it when I can, okay? So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are excited for my palette playlist because I miss doing these videos, and I'm just excited to bring them back. So January 2025, I'm here, I'm ready, I'm just excited to see what the new year is going to bring for my channel, and of course for you guys as well. So let me know down in the comments what palettes you guys are excited for me to use, and I'll be sure to come back with a tutorial. So on that note, you guys have a beautiful day. Stay blessed, stay amazing, and I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Bye guys.